bottoms. We have a variety of spring bottoms that are going to be fitting into this beautiful trend. And this is one of them. So these are a great option. This is the 8614 pedal pusher with great seaming details for a really flattering fit. We do have regular and petite. 8614 refers to the fabrication, a favorite fabrication here with Women with Control. This is going to be your 86% cotton and 14% spandex. Sometimes I'm up here presenting clothing and pants that have 1% or 2% spandex.
Oh, yes.
Which is still
it's very
gives you some stretch, but not as much as this. This means 14% of that spandex, stretch, recovery, and also longevity when it comes to spandex. This is called your vineyard vine. Vineyard wine?
Vineyard vines.
Vineyard vines. Beautiful.
Isn't that pretty? That beautiful, like spring green.
Gorgeous. Really beautiful. Then we have a black for you. Gorgeous
Can't go
black.
wrong.
Cannot go wrong there. Here's your navy.
Another classic. I'd say, like, if you're new and you're just tuning in to Women with Control and you're like, what is this 8614? Maybe start with a black or a navy.
Yes, great idea. Or we do have on QVC.com, we have that white option for you.
Again, not see-through.
And
This
then
right
here you go. You were talking about that fiery red to match with your cobalt top. That is the most limited option in the fiery red. Extra, extra small to 3X in your sizing. Regular and petite. So in your regular inseam, 17.5 inches. And your petite is 15.5 inches. So 2 inches difference between the regular and the petite. You can't go wrong. We'll show you some photos of some models, and I don't know if we have some model tape, but if we do, we'll show that to you, because I know with pants, it's always helpful to see the fit
see them
here.
in person.
Oh, here we go.
There we
Okay,
go.
so here's that fiery red. So Ashley, talk to us about the fit.
So the fit is truly designed to follow the lines of your body. This is a slimmer fit for us, but these are meant to be kind of like your workhorse, your multifunction pedal pusher. Britt is in the extra small, she's in the regular, she's 5'9". So you can see where even that 17 and a half inches on the regular, where it hits on her. And she's tall, she's 5'9". So, I mean, you can kind of see how it follows the lines of her body, right? It is easy, it's effortless, but you're still not seeing any lumps and bumps.
Correct.
And that goes back to that 14% spandex. So when Renee created this fabric, she wanted to bring you something that was cotton rich, that was breathable, that was warm in the winter and cool in the summer. And I know you're saying, Ashley, I'm not wearing pedal pushers in the winter. Well, maybe you live in a place where you still can, right?
Absolutely.
You get to kind of choose your adventure. But that 8614, the 14% spandex with that matte finish, gives you the look of trouser. There's no shine, which is nice. So if you wanted to elevate these with maybe my top, right? Or we have another Como jersey printed blouse coming up a little later in the show. You can dress these up. But then also, too, swap it out, put on your Rika sneakers, and get your steps in, right?
Yes.
Go walk the dog, walk your husband, go out for coffee, meet the girlfriends, and go for a walk. But look how Crystal has this elevated with a fun wedge. That is our rayon silk button-down top. So she looks like she could be going to lunch. She could be going to brunch. Now look at Jackie. Where,
wow,
Jackie, where are you going? She knew she looked good that day.
Look at that. And that beautiful blue, that would give sort of the look of what you're talking about with your top. If you wanted to pick up Ashley's cobalt blue top and that textured tee with the fiery red, you would get that beautiful sort of red, white, and blue Americana look. Perfect for summer, perfect for July 4th coming up. You can really sort of mix and match these in such a great way. Machine wash, tumble dry, easy peasy, and you're looking at that wonderful fabric that we just love with that extra spandex.
Well, when you look at the lighter colors, like that vineyard vines and our fiery red, or you think about the white, no lumps and bumps will be shown. No need for shapewear underneath of this. And then our problem solution designer, Renee, by giving you the seaming detail that cuts on the angle.
Here, you can see it really well in the vineyard vines.
So the seaming detail cuts from the waistband. This is our buffet waistband, which is all elastic, but it cuts across at the angle, kind of like at the widest point of our hips. So it's slimming that out. And then you see how then an additional seam comes down the length of your leg. So that's elongating. So if you are blessed like I am with very short legs, this gives you the illusion, even in a pedal pusher, of a longer leg. And if you think about wearing like a tunic or a beautiful maybe summer sweater or
Right.
your button down
Yep.
or the Como jersey top we have coming up a little later, now this starts to look more like a pin tuck detail.
Yes, I know, it's
So
really beautiful.
You've elevated your look, but then just as easily, we have our washed cotton tanks coming up a little bit later in the show. Throw one of those on, you know, put on your Rika sneakers, throw on your baseball cap, and go move your body.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Like
Yep.
walk, Zumba, yoga,
Yes.
whatever it is that you like to do.
Anything you love to do. These have been really popular this month. They were new as of just a few days ago on the 29th. Oh, sorry, not a few days ago. About a month ago, they were new on the 29th of April, and already over 3,200 have been picked up just in this month. So they're a new option for you that come to us from Women with Control in that favorite fabrication that you really love, and gorgeous colors as well. Let me grab some of those tanks, and
Yeah.
I want to grab your top because I think it pairs so well also with these to just see
it
how
really
well
does.
they're going to kind of mix and match in your wardrobe.
Well, that's the beauty, right? So to be able to have something like this, and because 8614 is meant to be a year-round fabrication, even if the pedal pusher length, maybe you're saying I wouldn't wear it in the latter part of the year, but maybe you would wear it if you're taking that class, that Pilates class inside in a studio. This is the perfect weight, but it's not too hot, it's not too cool, like it's just that perfect weight of a fabric of a knit fabric
Right.
that is designed to look like a trouser.
Yeah.
But I mean, just be so comfortable in these.
I am loving. I mean,
You read my mind. I was thinking how pretty that would be.
how gorgeous is that to pair that? Or you could pair it with the navy option too if you wanted to do that beautiful
Look, here, there you go.
navy with that lilac breeze top. This is the same top that Ashley has on. It would be $20 and change on an easy payment for the pedal pusher with Ashley's shirt. And then here are those tanks. So they're coming up. They're the perfect wardrobe builder. Imagine pairing just a crisp white tank and then pop on a denim jacket, pop on a topper, or
Yes,
go
please.
some beautiful colors. Little watermelon moment here could be
love
really
that.
fun too.
I
So
love
we've
that.
got so much coming up throughout this hour that these will pair back to. Beautiful option. This is going to be your Vineyard Vines.
Got it for
we
you.
do. Thank you so much. We have your navy option. Here is your black. You really can't go wrong with that black. Really, really sophisticated. Here's your white. There is your fiery red. And that's your last color choice. Extra, extra small through 3X, regular and petite. Available A693617 is your item number.